and then mix together. So if you guys missed it, it's 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 cup of flour.
Yeah. Oh, and 1 pinch of salt.
And 1 pinch of salt. Right.
The eggs are already in, right?
Yes, yeah. That was our last step. You can just incorporate that 1 cup of flour until the dough is soft and smooth. And once that 1 cup has been incorporated, we're gonna add another cup and a half.
That's a lot of flour. We're making a dough. We're making a dough. Okay. Is everybody having fun? I am.
How much baking powder do you need again?
1 teaspoon.
Thank you.
Okay. And I'm gonna add another
And what?
1 teaspoon of baking
powder and 1
cup of flour.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And now we're gonna have 2 cups of flour right now. If it's getting a little hard for your, our oven is ready. If it's getting a little hard for you to use a spoon, you are more than welcome to use your hands to mix everything together. And you wanna have a dough that is soft and smooth. I will show you, I'm gonna use my hands.
I'm gonna look up some pouring songs.
Okay. Does everyone know the story of Purim and what we celebrate?
No, Leore, please explain.
So this holiday celebrates how Queen Esther saved all of the Jews. And we make Hamentashens to celebrate that.
How did she save the Jews? Do you remember?
She was brave enough to go to, we put another half cup in there. Brave enough to go to King Ahasuerus and tell him that there was a plan that his right-hand man, Haman, was going to wanted to destroy everyone. And she saved everybody that way.
Okay, now after you have mixed
I need
2 cups of flour, you add another half cup of flour.
Yeah, if you haven't done that already, because our dough is a little bit sticky and we want it to be not so sticky.
Leore and Tali, do you think you could do just a recap of like from start to finish what the recipe has been so far before we move on?
Yes, of course. Okay, so our first step was we creamed together a 3/4 cup of margarine or oil with 3/4 cups of sugar. Actually, our first step was we washed our hands and we preheat the oven to 350. After we did the oil or margarine and sugar, we added 2 eggs and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. From there, we added 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt, and we slowly added our 2.5 cups of flour until we get a dough, perfect, that is soft and smooth, which is what I have right now. You can see it's very soft. It's not sticky. It's not greasy, but it's very pliable and smooth. So that is our last step. And where we're going from here is the best part of making Hamentashens, is we're going to fill them with all of our delicious flavors.
So we'll give you guys another minute or so to get your dough looking like that.
I'm just gonna wash my hand again.
And if you have any questions, please feel free to take yourself off of mute or write it in the comment section.
Okay.
It's fun to touch.
My hands are all clean again, ready to.
I'm just gonna move a lot of our.
Also a time where you can take a little bit, all of your things that have been messy, you can move them over, put them in the sink. You're gonna want to have a clean surface for our next part. I'm gonna come back so you can see my face. All right, how's it going, everyone? Does everyone have a great dough?
Thumbs up if you're ready to continue. Do not put your thumbs up if you're not ready.
It seems a little sticky.
It's a little sticky, so you can add a little bit more flour. You don't
Okay.
want it to be sticky. But like I would add like tablespoon at a time, or like little big pinches at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, should it not be sticky at all or a little sticky?
It could be a little, it's a little sticky. Look, on the inside, it's a little sticky.
Yeah, but you don't want it to be so sticky that it's like sticking to your hand. You want it to be pretty pliable.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Denise looks.
Oh,
like
and the
she
last
has it.
step, I don't know if we've repeated that yet. But the last step was we were adding the flour and we were mixing it to have a very soft and smooth dough. The flour, the baking powder, and the salt.
Really soft and nice. What do you think?
Cole decided to jump in with his hands.
Amazing. Love to see it.
Aw. Simon, that's looking great.
Can I see yours again? Your
Yeah.
ball again?
This is what ours looks like.
Oh, okay.
It looks like everybody's about ready. So let's read the next step.
Our next step is we're going to work in our dough with our dough in thirds. So in 3 pieces. So you're just going to want to split your dough into 3 pieces. So I now have 3 smaller. And then we're going to flour our surface. I'm just going to move this down a little bit again. We're going to flour our surface. I'm just going to take some.
I have some more in my area.
And me and Tali are going to each do 1/3 of the dough. This is fine. You can have your hands can be flour if you need.
Oh, there's not enough rolling peeps.
More rolling.
Rolling pins.
Okay, I can use a bottle. Okay, For this-
Clean.
that's fine. I'll wrap it. For this step, you're going to need a rolling pin. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can use any sort of like cylindrical bottle you have. Just give it a little bit of a wash, and you might as well have a rolling pin.
Leore, can you just repeat that last part you just said?
If you don't have a rolling pin, you can use any type of cylindrical object. So a bottle of any sort of bottle,
I'm
and
using
you just need to wash it off so to make sure it's clean, and then you can get into it and roll it just like
See?
a rolling pin.
I'm going to use a Pam spray bottle. Okay.
Divide it into 3.
Yeah, divide it into 3. So we have 3. You see, we have 3 balls now. So it's just a little bit easier to work that way when you're doing it. Oh, and then also, sorry, you're going to want to also take your pans, any pans that you have, baking pans, and you're going to want to put it with either want to spray it. We're using parchment paper. You can use tin foil. Just get your pans ready for when the cookies. This will be Tully's pan.
Thank you.
You can put it behind, yeah. This will be my pan. And you're also going to need your fillings. So the best part about Hamentashens is that they have so many different kinds of fillings. You can literally use whatever you want. So we're going to use chocolate chips for us. We have some Hershey's Hugs that we have at home and some jam, but you can use jam, you can use chocolate chips, you can use Nutella or peanut butter, or if you're not allergic, whatever you have that can make a really great filling, that's what
Go
you're
for
going to
it.
put in it. This is where you can be
Creative.
super creative. I've even seen some non-sweet ones where people make like pizza Hamentashens and more savory ones, which we can do another time. Okay.
So let's grab.
So grab your dough ball. You're going to put it on your surface, and you are going to roll it out until it's about, it says 1/8 of an inch thick. So it's probably going to be about like this thick.
So pretty thin.
Yeah. Oh, and this one's, it is rolling very well. Ooh, the lid fell off. Yeah, also it's quite fried.
Wait, can you clarify the pan? Can you use parchment paper or?
Yeah,
tin
parchment
foil?
paper. You can spray the pan. You can use tin foil. Yeah.
Thanks.
I know you guys probably can't see the chat because your hands are deep in dough, but I'm not sure if we got Maya and Noah Berman's question answered.
I think I answered it before, but
Okay,
our last
perfect.
step, we'll repeat our last step anyway. Our last step is we've divided our dough into 3. We have gotten our pans ready. We have floured our surface. We've gotten our rolling pins or our makeshift rolling pins. And we are rolling our dough to about 1/8 of an inch thick, probably about like 1/2 centimeter. And mine looks pretty good.
Mine does too.
Oh, perfect, Tals.
It's looking nice.
Yeah.
If everybody wants to show what theirs looks like, feel free.
Or share what kind of fillings they're going to use.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna be doing the chocolate. What do I
I'll do the jam ones then, Tals.
Okay.
I'm going to need my spoon. Okay.
So just take yourself off mute if you want to and tell us what you're gonna be putting inside of your Hamentashens and why.
Yeah. I saw Adam take a picture. I see everyone's still rolling, so I'm going to wait.
This is fun to touch.
I know it's really soft. Perfect.
Are you supposed to roll all 3 of them?
You can do one at a time.
Yeah, we're doing one at a time.
Yeah. Well, there's 2 of us, so we're doing 2. But so I'm literally covered in dough.
Where's this a little?
It's looking good. It looks like some people are still rolling, so I'm going to wait a couple more seconds for the next step. Is that your cup?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get another. Wait, I don't know which one's mine. Why are you thirsty? Oh.
For your next step, you're going to need a glass or like a circle cookie cutter of like substance of like a good size. You probably want it to be about like this big.
Can I start cutting?
Yeah. And our next step, the jam's in the way, is you're going to cut out some circles on your dough. For your cookies.
This is the fun part.
Yeah.
So any type of circle cutter.
Cookie cutter, a glass. We don't have cookie cutters, so we're using our drinking glasses. And you can just take away the excess dough and you can roll that out again after to make even more. Yeah, no, I did some very poor distance measuring.
Okay, I'm just, I don't know what's happening here.
You can put all the scraps back in the bowl. This is the one that was on my. And you're going to have some circles.
These are going to taste amazing.
I know they smell amazing already.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else covered in flour? I'm covered in flour.
It's just you, Leore. Just you.
Okay, how's it going? Can we move on?
I think some people are still working on it. Quite friable. Friable? Friable.
Those look beautiful, the ones I can see. Okay. I'm going to go to the next step. Is that all right? Give me a quick thumbs up. Oh, I see some thumbs. I see some thumbs. Amazing.
And if you're not ready, don't worry. We'll
No,
repeat the
this is
steps
super
afterwards. So
Okay. So the next step is you're going to put in the middle of each of your circles, either some chocolate chips, a dollop of jam,
Nutella.
whatever your filling is, you want to have like in the middle. So you fill it to you want it to be kind of just taking over the middle. You don't really want it to go over to the sides because we are going to fold them up into triangles. I'm going to start with those two. I'm just going to move this a little bit closer because that way you can see exactly what I'm going to do next. Oh, it's flat. That's good, Tels. Okay. Our next step is you have to have really strong pinching for this. Pinching fingers is you're going to fold up your Hamentashen and you're going to pinch into a triangle. Like so. Fun. Oh, you like really
my
close.
God,
This one's a little full.
that's beautiful.
Thank you. And you're going to do this for all of your dough. I'm also going to get a spatula so I can put this. Mine are a little delicate, so I don't want to ruin it. I'm going to take a spatula and then put this onto my tray.
You see that again?
Use the spatula.
So Tali, you can go to Tali's. Tali's doing some chocolate.
I have a little technique.
Okay.
I find it a little easier to do the top first. So if this was a circle, I would just fold up the top like so, pinch up the top, and then once you're ready, you grab the bottom and bring that to the top pieces.
And Tali also has a different filling, but also hers are closed a little bit more. I like mine open a little bit more. Hers are a little bit more of a surprise.
You never know what you're gonna get. It's chocolate chips. Let's go to the next one.
So like so. Oh, there's my next one right here. Because they're so delicate, I'm just going to lift these like so.
See if anyone has questions. Nope.
Does anyone have any questions so far?
Watch me do this one more time. Let's take the top ones, pinch those together. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Grab the bottom.
Leore and Tali, is it okay if I eat some chocolate chips while I'm doing this?
It's actually encouraged.
Please do.
I'm gonna put.
Does anybody have any questions? No.
How far apart on the baking tray do they need to be apart?
I would say most Hamentashens, they don't spread so much, so you probably just need about like an inch or so.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Does anybody else have a technique that they've been using that they want to share with the group?
I'm gonna start rolling out another piece of dough.
Okay, can I have the spatula?
Yeah. You just ruin it?
I think. Let me just. Okay. If you're done with your dough, you can move on to the next set of dough that you've created.
And just keep going until you have no more dough left. And these are gonna go into the oven when you are ready for about 15 to 18 minutes, but until they're golden brown and looking delicious.
This one is going to be a circle.
Okay, doesn't want it? Does anyone have any other questions? Because before we bake them, this is the last step.
Can I have some?
Flour, yeah.
I have a question. Do you have to do it when you pinch them into shape? Do you have to put anything on the sides to make sure that they don't open?
No, you just have to have really good, they just have to be really strongly pinched. And then also you kind of want the sides to kind of like, here, I'll show you this one. Like how they kind of stand up a little. If they are a little bit looser, I find it kind of opens, but they're still delicious that way.
Okay.
But yeah, you just want to have like a really strong pinch on the corners.
Thank you.
Oh, is someone showing theirs? Oh.
Is there such thing as too many chocolate chips in one Hamentashen?
I mean, yes. Would you like to see what happened to mine?
If it doesn't close, then it's a little too much, but
Okay, perfect. Asking for a friend.
I had to roll mine into a ball and then squish it down. So didn't
yeah,
really
Tali
work out.
made one just regular cookie.
Chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, this is in the way. See, I'll show again how I put the jam in the middle and I like to pull it all up together and pinch and then kind of come up the sides a little bit so it stays together. Oh, and Purim is Thursday night, Friday. So it starts on Thursday night and it's all a Friday. But I like to call it Hamentashen season. So these are good to eat from now until even after Purim.
I'm sure they won't last that long because they're going to be
That's true. They're
delish.
going to be gone. You can always make more.
Yep. And if you want the recipe, we'll leave it down below in the comment section.
Oh yeah, I can copy and paste it. Yeah.
That looks really good, Leore.
Thank you. I've had some practice.
Clearly. I want mine to be really chocolatey, but I also want it to close properly. So
Yeah, it's that magic sweet spot. Now we are moving into our scraps in terms of rolling out. That's a good one, Tom. After this, we are gonna be finished for this set. Is everyone almost done? I would love to see everyone's Hamentashens, their trays. Also, don't forget to take pictures and to either post them or send them to us so we can show off our amazing Hamentashens for Purim.
Stuffed.
This one's kind of small. Okay. I'm on my last one. What about you?
Full to the brim.
You're in your last one too?
Yep.
Perfect.
We also have some scraps, so I don't know what to do with those.
We'll find some things to do with them after.
I have room on mine. Actually, I don't know if I'll have much room.
Okay. That is my last Hamentashen. I'm going to show it quickly here.
Ooh, ah.
I'm going to quickly give my
How long do we bake them for?
15, 1 second, sorry. They're going to be baked for about 15 to 18 minutes until they're golden brown. I would put them in for 15 minutes first and then see how they look. And if you think they need a little bit more time and they're not as golden as you'd like, you can put them in for another few minutes. And I'm going to, are they freezable? That's a great question. The dough is freezable. I'm not sure for how long, but I can look into that. But I'm going to, let's Tali's chocolate chip Hamentashen. I'm going to copy and paste this so it's directly to everyone. There's the recipe. We are going to put our Hamentashens into
The oven.
the oven. 350, 15 to 18 minutes. And thank you so much for making Hamentashens with us. I'd love to see anyone, if you guys can show your screen, your Hamentashen. Oh, I see some beautiful ones there. Oh, Adams are beautiful. Oh, those are beautiful over there. Beautiful. Wow, these are really amazing. That's awesome.
Very impressive.
I am so impressed. Stacia, amazing.
Oh, all Simon apparently.
You made, first of all, this was amazing, and Leore and Tali, awesome job. These look great. Before we'll leave it on for a few more minutes, but before, are there any final questions, or is everyone good getting to the point where they're going to put them in the oven? I think I see a question. Yeah, go ahead. Someone unmuted there. You can go ahead.
Thank you. It was really good. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Very sweet. Thank you. And like Leore and Tali were saying earlier, if you want to take pictures, post them.
Thank you.
Hi, Gus.
That was so fun. Our first time making Hamentashen.
Thank you.
Of course.
You're welcome.
So awesome. And it's so nice to see everybody. Thanks for joining us too.
Hag Sameach, everybody. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Bye,
Bye.
Laura and Tali. That was amazing.
Thanks, Denise.
Fun. I had a great time.
Enjoy your Hamentashen, everyone, and happy Purim.
Bye.
I put the timer on. Okay, good. Ready? If we put a timer on, good. I'm looking. Oh, it didn't work. But I just put it on my phone. Oh, it might beep afterward. I don't know how this oven works. It's on my phone. I'm covered in flour. I think there's flour here. How did that even happen?
Just say hi. She goes, hi. See? Did I say you? Oh, okay.
It's not really open.
No,
Hi.
she's because she,
That was not
Hi.
open.
Now with your extra chocolate chips.
wait.
Did you do it again?
It was hard. That dough is too thick.
Great job, Simon. I saw you cleaning up the list.
Yeah, I exited everyone out.
I saw.
All right, Leore and Tali, that was amazing.
Awesome.
So good. So much fun. Stacia's like having the best time over there. You're muted, but she's having the best time. I guess you might put here.
That was awesome.
Hold on, Carl.
It was
Can
so
you say a
fun.
big thank you for.
You're welcome.
Hey, Cole.
You excited for the chocolate? How many chocolates did you put in yours?
Guys, I think you've taken my Jewish motherness to a different level.
It's like being a new garbage daddy.
Okay, I'll change it. I think you're right, bro.
Adam, for some reason, we still can't save the chat.
Hi, Shane.
All right. Hold on, Simon, I see you're recording. You gotta stop it now.
No, it wasn't recording. I actually started recording halfway through. That's why I asked.
No, I said I see you're recording now, though.